go.
So hi guys, on the ground in Phnom Penh, and we're just about to head to Hong Kong, and there's a typhoon on our way there, so we're going to do some deviations if we need to because of the weather. You know, one of the things that you people ask me a lot of is the people that are aspiring to become pilots. They all ask me what path to take to train or become a pilot. There's several paths you can take. You can take self-sponsorship, of course, which is quite expensive. So if you put parents that are willing to pay, or a rich uncle or a rich auntie or something, they can pay for that. Then the cheapest one, of course, is whatever country you come from. Join the Air Force, the military, whenever they're recruiting for new pilots, you join the military. And that way you also get to serve your country, and you leave the Air Force with a respectable amount of flying experience and respect within the community because you served your country. So that's a good path to train as a pilot. Once you finish your contract, you can then convert your license to civilian and become a civilian pilot with the airlines. Okay? The other way is also quite common, is the airlines in different countries sponsor their own people. So they pick up youngsters and send them to flight training centers and flight schools, and they become commercial pilots, and they return and they're obliged to work for the airline. In some cases they're bonded to the airline for 4 or 5 years, but it doesn't really matter if you're bonded, because you've got to think of it this way: you're coming straight into a job, so the bond is fine. So when I got trained by many years ago. I trained through a sponsorship through Zambia Airways, and they sent me to the UK and I trained there. And but there was a bond as well. We all had to work for Zambia Airways for a minimum of 4 years. But again, it didn't matter because you were guaranteed of a job for 4 years. So that's one path you can take. The other path, where there are no sponsorships available anywhere, and you have to try and self-finance, and you don't have anybody wealthy that can assist you, is obviously you can try getting a loan, but the loans will only come if in fact you're employed and doing something. Then a bank will loan you some money. I find one way I've advised quite a lot of people to go is to go by joining an airline in whatever capacity, in the accounts department, reservations department, passenger services, whatever. Join an airline and join that particular department working for the airline. Then within the airline, you start self-financing, maybe for a private pilot's license. And then within the airline, you can apply for a loan. I know people who've done this, and the airline has given the loan to one of their own, if you like, because the person already works for the airline. And on completion, in most cases, the airline has taken the bond because it's a known quantity. But you've got to make sure you're actually presenting yourself well during the period that you're working in whatever department you join, with the aim, of course, of upgrading yourself to becoming a pilot. So those are just some of the ways you can get yourself to train and become a pilot. So today I'm flying with Cecil, who has taken, luckily, a path of sponsorship by Cathay Pacific. He joined as a cadet and was sent to Australia and trained in Australia and gained his commercial pilot's license. Now the entry point, once you do that in Cathay Pacific, is you become a second officer for a period. In general, it should be 18 months to 2 years. Yes, there are stories of people who've taken a little bit longer, but that was caused by the COVID and slowdown, and that delayed a lot of people's upgrade. But generally, it should be within a year or two of being a second officer, which essentially introduces you to heavy airline operation and the heavy jet type operation, and gives you a good standing when you upgrade to become the first officer from second officer. So I'm flying with Cecil. He's the one behind the camera at the moment, but let's talk to him. Come on. Okay. Cecil.
Yes.
So, you were second officer for 2 years,
Yes,
also
2
nearly
years.
2 years.
Yes, nearly.
Yeah. And you were sponsored as a cadet, right?
Yes.
And you went to Adelaide in Australia?
Yes, went there in 2020.
2020, and you got back from there. When did you come back from there?
Came back after 1 year and then started working in the company in 2022.
2022, okay. So about 2 and a bit years later, you've upgraded, and you've done your upgrade from second officer. You did the full simulator upgrade to bring you back to the level of now sitting in the seat and flying, right?
Yes.
How do you feel now? You've done 2 landings now.
Very good, feeling very good.
Yeah?
Like that's what I've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I was a kid, since I was a cadet, I always want to fly these big aircraft, and I'm very glad that I'm at FO in a jumbo, because I get to do all the manual flying here. It's very challenging, but it's very rewarding at the same time.
Exactly. It's actually a good grounding for when you go for all those plastic fantastics in the future. But anyway, before you joined Cathay and went on the cadet course, what were you doing?
I was a uni student. I just graduated from uni, and then I worked a month in an airline, and then applied for the cadet, and then I got into cadet.
Okay, what were you doing in the airline when you?
It's a revenue controller.
Revenue controller.
Yes.
So that's what I mean, guys. That you join an airline in whatever capacity that you want to do, and then within the airline, you can upgrade. Exactly what I was saying to you. That's what's happened here with Cecil. So that was a very successful thing that you did, right?
Yes.
A revenue department in an airline, and then you moved on to what you're doing now.
Yes.
So you're doing fine. So when you left Adelaide, how many hours did you have?
I think around 170 hours.
170 hours?
Yes, 170.
And then 2 years as second officer.
A lot more. I think almost 1,200, 1,300.
As second
hours.
officer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But it's a good grounding. You've got a good background now. You know what heavy jet operation and airline operation is.
Yes.
Okay. So we're doing our last sector today with you to Hong Kong, and there's a typhoon in our way, right?
Yes.
So it looks like we may have to do quite a bit of deviations.
Yes.
Probably to the right, because it's moving off to the left. So I'm hoping it doesn't affect us too much. But we've got that planned ahead for where we're going. So I wish you the best on the 747.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know that when you came back from Adelaide, I did your initial instrument rating or something, right?
Yes, one of the same, 528.
528. Oh yeah, your skills test, as it were. I did that, and then later on I did your upgrade recently, right?
Yes, another same.
Second officer. What was that? Your instrument rating?
Yes, I think it's IR.
It was the IR, right? So okay, so I've been working around with you for at least 2 years.
Yes, 3 years.
Good. It's nice that we're getting a good result out of this. So I wish you the best. Let's hope we get a smooth ride around this typhoon that's in our way. So we're on the ground in Phnom Penh, and we've done the pre-flight. We're just waiting for the loading to be completed. There's one door there, side cargo door, and of course the main entry door to go. And then we'll be on our way. So Cecil doing the flying again, and should be okay, right, Cecil?
Yes, it'll be good.
Right, later.
Show you my landing skills.
Yeah. Okay. Oh well, later.
Later.
Later, guys.